Legend has it that on Mount Huagua in the eastern continent of Dongxing, there lies a celestial stone, which absorbs the essence of the heavens and the earth, as well as the essence of the sun and the moon. One day, the celestial stone cracked open, giving birth to a stone monkey. This stone monkey befriended wolves, insects, tigers, leopards, and monkeys in the mountain. He led the monkeys to discover the water curtain cave and was hailed as their monkey king. In pursuit of immortality, the stone monkey traveled across the sea, seeking enlightenment, and eventually became the disciple of the sage Subhuti. The sage named him son Wukong and imparted to him the Taoist arts. Impressed by Wukong's diligence and intelligence, the sage also taught him the 72 transformations and the cloud somersault technique. From then on, Sun Wukong possessed formidable magical powers. It is said that the world is centered around Mount Sumeru, which consists of 4 treasures: gold, silver, lapis lazuli, and crystal. These treasures are surrounded by the ocean, with 4 major continents and 8 minor continents. The 4 major continents are Dongxing Divine Continent, Nanshan Plateau, Xinia Continent, and Baijiluozu Continent. Each continent is separated by the vast sea, with distances spanning thousands of miles. Beyond the sea of Dongxing Divine Continent lies the Proud Land Country, near the sea, where there is a mountain called Mount Huagua. At the very top of this mountain lies a celestial stone, 3 zhang 6 qi 5 cun high, with a circumference of 2 zhang 4 qi, and 9 holes, surrounded by rare flowers and plants, exceptionally beautiful. The celestial stone gathers the spiritual energy of heaven and earth, absorbing the essence of the sun and the moon, gradually gaining consciousness. Suddenly, one day, with a loud rumble, the celestial stone burst open, giving birth to a stone egg. The stone egg transformed into a stone monkey after a while. The stone monkey, grateful for the workings of heaven and earth, suddenly emitted 2 golden lights from its eyes, shooting straight to the heavenly palace. Outside the Lingshao Palace beyond the 9 heavens, the Jade Emperor was holding court. Seeing 2 golden lights from the south gate of heaven, he was quite astonished and dispatched the 1,000-mile eye and the wind-listening ear to investigate.
The 1,000-mile eye and the wind-listening ear were instructed to go to the south gate of heaven, each utilizing their divine powers, one to observe keenly and the other to listen attentively.
The 2 celestial officials reported back to the heavenly court, "Your Majesty, this is a stone monkey born in Mount Huagua in the Proud Land Country. If it consumes ordinary food of the mortal world, the golden light will soon fade away." Upon hearing this, the Jade Emperor was indifferent, saying, "So it is just a little monkey, nothing to be concerned about. Let it live or perish on its own." With that, he waved his sleeve and departed. After the stone monkey was born, it could walk and jump. In Mount Huagua, it gathered wild fruits, drank from mountain springs, befriended tigers, leopards, and wolves, and lived freely and happily. One day, the stone monkey was playing with a group of monkeys in a mountain stream. The monkeys wanted to find the source of the stream and searched upstream, only to find a waterfall. An old monkey pointed to the waterfall and said, "Whoever dares to enter the waterfall and can go in and out without harm to the body, we will worship as our king." Upon hearing this, the stone monkey eagerly exclaimed, "I will go, I will go." With that, he climbed to the top of the cliff, closed his eyes, bent his body, and leaped into the waterfall. The stone monkey landed on the ground, opened his eyes, and found himself standing steadily on a stone bridge. Looking around, he saw a cave with a stone stele in front of it, engraved with 10 large characters: Mount Huagua, the Blessed Land, Water Curtain Cave, Heavenly Realm. The stone monkey walked into the cave and found it very spacious, furnished with stone pots, stone stoves, stone beds, and various utensils. Delighted, the stone monkey returned to the iron bridge, crouched down, jumped out of the cave, and told the monkeys about the scene inside. The monkeys, upon hearing this, were all excited and urged, "Take us in quickly." So the stone monkey called out, "Follow me," and led the monkeys to jump into the waterfall one after another. As the monkeys entered the water curtain cave, they scrambled for pots and bowls, fought over the stove and beds, creating chaos. However, the stone monkey sat calmly on the stone seat in the middle and loudly declared, "Whoever has the ability to enter and exit the cave unharmed, let them be our king. Now, why don't you all worship me?" The monkeys all bowed and exclaimed, "Long live the great king." From then on, the stone monkey ruled over the monkeys, calling himself the Great Monkey King, and gathered them in the water curtain cave, living a carefree and happy life. Years passed, and one day, the Great Monkey King sat on his throne, feeling troubled and shedding tears. The monkeys asked him the reason, and he replied, "Although we are currently happy, we will eventually die. I wonder if there is a way for us to live forever."
A wise old monkey stepped forward and said, "To live forever, we must cross the ocean and seek the method of immortality in the ancient caves and mountains." Excited, the Great Monkey King decided to set out soon to seek immortality. The Great Monkey King wasted no time. In a few days, he boarded the wooden raft made by the monkeys, bid farewell to Mount Huagua, and embarked on the journey to seek immortality. Using the wind to his advantage, the Great Monkey King sailed southward, facing the roaring waves and turbulent seas. One day, he arrived at Nanshan Plateau. From afar, he saw many fishermen picking shells and drying nets on the beach, and he decided to approach them. The fishermen, upon seeing the strange creature, fled in fear. The Great Monkey King quickly caught one who was slow to run away, stripped off his clothes, and put them on himself. In Nanshan Plateau, the Great Monkey King walked through streets, wandered alleys, learned human language, and observed human customs, seeking immortals and enlightenment. 8 or 9 years passed, and he found that many self-proclaimed immortals were mostly deceivers, fooling the people. The Great Monkey King crossed another vast ocean and arrived at the territory of Xinia continent, where he inquired about the whereabouts of immortals. One day, he heard a woodcutter singing in the deep mountains and found the lyrics profound. He approached and asked, "Old man, are you a celestial being?" The woodcutter smiled and replied, "I am not a celestial being, but I live close to them." The Great Monkey King eagerly asked for guidance, and the woodcutter said, "This mountain is called Lingtai Fangsuan Mountain. 7 or 8 miles ahead lies the Cave of Slanting Moon and 3 Stars, where there is a celestial being named Master Subhoodie." With that, he pointed the way for the Monkey King. Thanking the woodcutter, the Great Monkey King followed the indicated direction and arrived at the Cave of Slanting Moon and 3 Stars. He saw auspicious beasts and spiritual birds flying around, with pine and cypress trees interspersed, truly displaying an atmosphere of the immortal realm. Hesitant to knock on the door, the Great Monkey King climbed a tree and began eating pine cones. Before long, the door of the cave opened, and a celestial boy came out.